California dreaming about you.
Hey, how y'all doing today? My name is Richard and welcome to the crypto community. Today we'll be going over Iota. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Okay, so let's just take a look at what the price chart for Iota looks like, and then we'll get into the backbone of Iota and what it is. So Iota's been around here since June of 2017. Hopping over here to 1 month chart, you can see we saw some prices pretty high up there in the fours, 430, and right now we're chilling down here at about half that, about 250. Market, so you can pick it up on Binance, a few other small ones. Binance is the one that I would recommend that I have. So what is Iota? We hop on over here. They actually have a really nice put together website. So it's kind of pulling us in here, loading it all up. It takes a little while, not gonna lie. I wish you could be able to scroll a little bit sooner. Okay, so what is Iota? The economy of things, as it says right here. As the Internet of Things keeps expanding, you can read that all in your own time. I don't want to waste your time. But explore new business-to-business models. It goes into that a little bit later on as to what that means. This is actually pretty interesting. So it talks about the Tangle Ledger. And if we hop down here, it goes a little bit more into it. But it's basically not blockchain. So it's blockless. So because of this, it's kind of complicated. You can read up as to how it works, but it basically makes it so you can do transfer without any fees. And it's kind of like a peer-to-peer kind of concept. Like I said, it gets a little complicated when explaining it, so you guys can look that up and understand it. But the very simple version is that it's not blockchain, tangled instead, and all the users come together to check the work and check each other's work, and it's without fees because of the way that they have the system set up. So if we go down here, there's microtransactions as with many of these bigger coins, and this is actually, I want to go to point number 5 here. This is a very interesting concept. So for those of you who might know, Tesla and some other major companies are talking about the concept of, well, Tesla, for example, they're talking about with the new Tesla that came out recently, the cheaper model, being able to lend your car to other Tesla owners. So you guys would be able to use each other's cars, and it would like lock the dashboard and all that fun stuff and details into that. But basically you'd be able to let other people use your Tesla and like rent it out while you're at your workday. That's a kind of interesting concept. And this expands onto that. It talks about how you could share ownership with different things, and it talks about appliances, tools, drones, e-bikes, these sort of more advanced things now, and how you don't actually use it a whole lot, so you could lend it out to people and let people borrow it. And that's kind of an interesting concept, because we will spend, for a drone example, I recently got a drone, a couple $100, and it's pretty expensive, and you're not using it the whole time. So let's say there's a day or a couple days in the week where you're not wanting to use it and someone else wanted to borrow it. You could use that to help pay off, and this would guarantee a safety of some sorts. This is kind of a futuristic thing here, but it would ideally enable you to have a leasing service and hold them responsible, obviously, so they can't just take it from you. But that's a pretty interesting concept behind this, that you could be using this Iota as the leasing service. Talks about scalable ledgers and whatnot, but I would say there's a few really interesting key points in here. Most of them are pretty standard, microtransactions, data transfer, voting, so then everybody votes together on the jobs that are done. Mass messaging, this is a little bit more interesting, but the whole everything as a service and scalable ledger are some unique aspects of Iota, and the whole fact that it's not on the blockchain, that's as well another unique aspect. So we're gonna hop on over here to the Twitter, and there's something kind of interesting over here, and this was quite a while ago, this the fund. But what's kind of been going on here a little while ago is this whole Iota fund thing, and how they've been growing and how this was used for R&D, and kind of an interesting thing that it's being put up here. Really good to see that they're continuing to try and do more research and development, and they're trying to continue to expand and grow. And there's a few other updates in here, like this Trinity wallet update, which you can take a look at your own time. Yeah, so I would really recommend taking a look at Iota because of the uniqueness of this coin, how it's not actually blockchain, whereas a lot of these are blockchain, and because of their unique vision that they have behind the coin. And because of this price that we're seeing here, I mean, we saw this thing drop down to $2. If we could hit $2 again, I mean, personally, I would pick up a ton of Iota. It's up to you. I see huge value, especially if they're able to accomplish their goals, and this market cap is kind of reflecting that as to the value that everybody sees. And if we could get back up in there with that kind of market cap, you know, basically double, which when the market turns around, we could see that very decently. But yeah, so that's basically it. I would really recommend, like I said, take a look at this coin and really do some research behind it, since it is so unique compared to other coins and tokens. And yeah, so that's all for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.